Well, what's up everybody? We're back here on Bear Rock Login today. Finally got back on this map. Thought I had my wood chip sell point issue worked out. Apparently I don't, so I've got to look at that again. But we won't worry about that right now. We got lots of other stuff to do. And it is getting dark here on Bear Rock, but we're going to get some more of the equipment moved up there, because I've had a lot of updates to the machines and stuff, and so I basically had to almost buy back all my stuff I had. So we're trying to get set back up, but we're just about there. Got 2 more pieces of equipment to move up there, and then we'll be ready to go. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. As some of y'all noticed, I recorded ahead of time, so the subscriber counts and whatnot were a little off if you happen to notice that. But we're back on regular schedule from now on, I think. Well, at least for a while anyway. I won't worry about recording ahead of time. Yeah, we got issues with this machine too. Doesn't want to get loaded up there, but we'll get it. Yeah, I'm using this basically like a big gooseneck trailer because it's easier to maneuver on bare rock. There's some some spots that are kind of rough, and the in-game lowboy just doesn't really cut it. Although this machine here is pretty powerful, so I need to try that again. Oops, get the ramps up. Here we go. Yeah, so I was recording ahead of time because my wife was out of town this weekend. She left Thursday about noon and gone the weekend, so I thought I'd record ahead of time so that way I would have some time to work around the house and stuff, and you know, just not have to worry about doing videos at least Thursday night or whatever. So I had worked on the plantation a good bit. I stayed up pretty late. I guess it was Friday. Yeah, Friday night. I think I was up to about 2 a.m. or so working on the plantation. Made some pretty good progress. I went through kind of my first initial testing, not on my other machine, just on the regular machine, because I hadn't brought it in game in quite a while. So I found some issues that needed to be worked out, and got some of those worked out. I'm still working on some others, but the main thing is right now is frame rate. I'm not happy with the frame rate. I'm not sure what it is. I think it is the barbed wire fences, because there are no fences in this map, and the frame rate's fine. I mean, if you let's see. So yeah, we're right around 40 something, which is, you know, pretty good. It's not great. I mean, I'd love for it to be just pegged out on 60, but there's so many trees on this map. That's the main issue. But I'm still working on the frame rate over on the plantation, and I'm gonna get there. It's gonna get it. Just got to you know, just probably, I think it's the barbed wire fences, which is a big issue because I've got so many of them on the map. And I discovered that I was going to just go into the, you know, how you can go into take it into Notepad++ or something like that with what am I trying to say? The map itself, the .i3d file. You just take it into Notepad++ or whatever, and you can edit stuff in there. I was going to change the clip distance on there, but I don't see where to change them as, you know, just kind of like as a mass thing. It's got to be individually, it looks like, and that's going to take a while if I have to do it individually. So I'm still trying to work that out. Surely there's a way to change that. But whenever I go into the editor and or I mean Notepad, whatever, and look at the like, say if I just took an individual barbed wire model or whatever you want to call it, item. There's nowhere to change the clip distance. However, if you go in game, if you go in the Giants editor and look, there is a place, and it's set at like 1,000,000 or something ridiculous. You could probably see it all the way across the map. So I'm sure that's what it is. So I just got to figure out how to change that. I'd like to do it in Notepad, not in Giants editor, but I guess if I have to, I don't know. That's just gonna be a slight nightmare if I have to change them all individually, because there's probably several hundred, if not 1,000 or more items of barbed wire fence. I've got barbed wire fence just about all around every track of timber in there. So we'll have to see about that. But yeah, anyway, I'm making good progress on the plantation. I was kind of hoping for end of month release, but it looks like now it's going to be sometime in April. I just don't have enough time to, map full time. I'd love to be able to do that, but I just don't have the time. So work and home and all that stuff just kind of takes away some of my time, but we'll get there. I'm not in any big rush. I'm not trying to, because obviously, as you can see with Bear Rock and well, even as far back to Dodson Logging and the plantation on 17, you guys know I put detail into the map, so it's just not like a kind of a generic looking thing. I like for it to have some detail, because I think it just adds something to it. Like, even these little guardrails here on the ends, I think that just adds a little bit to it. I could have left them off easily, but I don't know. This is a simulator game, and I just think that the detail just adds so much more to the map, and it sets it apart from some others too. So, although it does at times, it probably seems like maybe hurt the frame rate or something with all the detail on there, but if I do my job right, it shouldn't be a problem. And I was kind of aiming on this map for right around 40 frames. As you can see, that's right where we're at. The other thing too is consistently having 40 frames, because if you I've noticed like on the plantation when I was kind of doing some testing last night, the game seemed pretty stable when it was right around 30 frames. If it was consistently at 30, the game seems stable. But if I got into an area where it was actually it's kind of funny, but if I was bumping like around 40 to 50, but it was kind of fluctuating between 40 and 50, it was weird, because the game was kind of had a stuttering effect. And that's not going to make it either. I don't want to keep switching cameras, because I need to have the outside view so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see, it needs to be more like that. It's always tricky trying to get these things on here. Once you do get them on there, if you have to maneuver them, you gotta be real careful. You will dump one off the side in a hurry. Oh well. I guess, no, I better move that. I was gonna say I was gonna just move the boom, but I forgot that I was not in that machine. That's obviously not how you would transport one of those machines, but We're in the game, so we'll make it work. And let's hope this thing stays on here. I believe this is the last piece of equipment we need, and then we'll get busy working. Because we do need to get busy on bare rock. And I do have another surprise for you guys. Someone did contact me not too long ago about converting Dodson Logging over, and I gave him my blessing, so, but I haven't heard an update about that. I wonder how that's going. You know, I tried at one point taking, I think it was the plantation, and trying to convert it over, and I didn't have any luck, but I probably didn't know what I was doing. I think on those types of situations where you're converting something over, it's probably just better to start from scratch, which is almost what I did with the plantation. The only thing that I used from 17 was the terrain, really. I just brought the terrain file over and copied it over, and it worked just fine. But there was so much more that I wanted to do with the plantation that I just decided basically just to start from scratch. I mean, you will see that a lot of things are the same in the plantation, but a good many things are different too. And I'm hoping that once I get just a little bit further along with the plantation, maybe like when I'm in the final testing phase or something, I hope to do a video kind of showing off some of the new stuff, because I mean, it is going to be a little bit different in some spots. And of course, you know, we still don't have a lumber mill or whatever, so you know, we can't do the pallets of lumber, which kind of stinks. But we'll, like I said, I'll probably just release the map, and then whenever it gets to the point to where one comes out, I'll just do an update to the map. Try this. Let's try to load this one up. To there. I don't think we need to keep that one anymore. I like this power clam. It seems to hold more logs, pretty stable in there, so we'll keep this one. And while we're transporting that back, I'm going to speed up time so I have to work in the dark. Processor is in the way again. I've got to get those. Oh, I think our grapple just shifted. Is it even still on there? It's barely on there. I'm not even sure how it's staying on. I tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and sell that thing, because there's no point in trying to get it back there. There's no way to offload it anyway. Alright, I'm gonna get this truck up here to the road. I'm just gonna park it because we need to get busy once we get to daylight. And we won't, we're probably not gonna have time for a load today because I want to get some more trees cut, skid up and processed, and get us a nice pile up there. Then next episode we'll work on getting a truck loaded. We'll see though. We may have time to mess with it, or to get us a load. But I'm just gonna work on getting some of this stuff first of all situated, and then we'll get us a load worked up. We got a pretty decent pile right there, but let's see. Track's good and stable. Okay. Huh. I think some of that grass just grew. I didn't realize that if you put grass down in Giant's editor that it will actually grow. Well, I guess I should have realized that. I should have knew that. I'm actually going to load up part of this truck, I believe. I may have gotten that just a little bit too far over. I can reposition my loader just a little. See how that works. May not be able to reach the pile over there though. Yeah, I cut those at 16. These long ones are 16s. And I can't quite reach all the way over there. Alright, well, we got a little bit loaded up. We'll just worry about the rest later. And I think I'm going to cut that off but leave the light on so I can see what I'm doing. Now let's get some of this cut. And we'll make sure that we are at 16s. It looks like we're just about to get back to daylight, which is good. I can't believe this grass has grown like this, though. It's crazy. It's getting tall. I can't even see the trees down there. Alright, I'm gonna let it get to about 7 o'clock, and then we'll slow the time back down. Whoops. Well, that tree is acting weird. Yeah, I've kind of got these trees at a funny angle because I was kind of processing them a little bit differently before. I think I was actually kind of more up this way. Try that. Gosh, I'm going to have to get a tractor in here or something, or I'll just plow it to get all this grass out of the way. I can't even see what I'm doing. I probably just made a mess of the pile back there. I can't believe that the grass is growing. I didn't plant any grass, I don't think, or much, on the landing part right here, so it's all growing in. That's, I have to plow that. These trees are just not acting good. It's those big long ones, those spruce stage 6 trees right there. This one I'm cutting here. Do something different. So I think what I'm going to do here is get the rest of these trees that we've got skidded up processed, and we'll get these little pieces chipped up or something. Then I'm going to try to clean this off so I can get some of the grass out of the way. I think just plow it up is the best way to go about it, because apparently the grass grows. I don't know why I was thinking that it didn't, but you know, it's not like the trees. The trees do not grow. If you place a bunch of trees in Giant's editor and say you know, like a stage 3 pine or something, it stays a stage 3 pine for the whole game or whatever. And then, but if you plant some trees using the in-game planter, you know, those will grow. It takes a little while, but they will eventually grow. But for some reason, I don't know. I guess maybe it's a little different in 19 than it was 17. Maybe it's just more noticeable, because this grass does seem to be pretty tall. Where'd that come from? A piece of a log down here somewhere. It came from over there somewhere. And of course, I probably can't pick it up. There we go. Got everything from over there. That's weird. I can get the lights turned off. Oh well. Let's see. I thought I got a tractor around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, you know what? I never did buy that, I don't think. Let's see, let me check this real quick. Yep, never did buy it. Alright, let's see. No, not under miscellaneous. Oh, it's gonna be under the forestry machines, I think, or forestry. Yeah, it's the other one, this one. Yeah, this Brux all-in-one right here. This is the one that has the wood chipper and stump grinder all built in, supposedly. And let's change the color of that. Let's do, I don't know, it's kind of like a caterpillar yellow. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there's no other options. Okay, so now we gotta go get it. I wish there was some kind of shortcut. Maybe I should have built in some sort of a shortcut. I'm afraid if I take off down there, I'm just gonna end up in a gully somewhere, so I guess we'll drive the road. Yeah, the other cool thing about this tractor here is I was wanting to see, you know, how it got dirty and how the paint wears and all that stuff is supposed to. Yeah, see, I couldn't have just taken off through the woods there, because I would have ended up down there somewhere. That would not have been good. Well, I sure hope everybody's, or at least somebody's playing this map. I haven't really seen any, you know, screenshots or anything posted around Facebook. I don't know. This is kind of an intense map, though, because it is, you know, you got to have a pretty decent machine to play this. Plus, I imagine a lot of folks that are playing, that I see screenshots and stuff, at least on Facebook, are probably on console. I know there's a lot of console players, but I don't know. I'm still really debating on releasing anything on console. I thought maybe, you know, some maps or something might be good to put on console, but I just don't know. It's like a shot in the dark. I mean, you know, you can. Now that is an interesting paint job there. I don't think that was quite done right. It's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, I just don't know about the console stuff. I mean, you know, I wouldn't know what would work and what wouldn't work, and then if something doesn't work, I mean, FDR released the Grizzly Mountain map on console, and everybody said it was laggy, and then they put out a fix for it, and Giants wouldn't accept it, so I don't know, it's weird. Just don't know, you know, quite really what to do. Right now, I just don't think that the plantation would do very well, because it's not even working. Well, I mean, I'll get it worked out, but I mean, you know, there's a lot of trees. I mean, there's more trees on this map than there is the plantation, but there's a lot of fences and stuff, and I just don't know how all that would work. The other thing is, some of those fences and other things in there, I mean, not too much, but a few other things are, you know, custom modded jobs that I just don't know how that would work on console, if that would be acceptable, or if I had to take them out, or what. Just don't know. Well, I also have not upgraded yet to the 1.3 patch. Still kind of waiting to see what the initial feedback is on some folks. I haven't seen a whole lot. I've watched a couple of videos on what's new, but I haven't seen anybody that's actually, you know, playing with it just to know if it works good or not. Okay, so there was a stump, and that worked pretty good. So that's good. If that works, then I'll probably end up selling the other stump grinder. Looks like it's going to work pretty good, though. Let's see, here's another stump right up here that I can get to pretty easy. Let's try this out. And that's pretty quick. Okay, now let's see how it offloads. It was already trying earlier, so I know it's going to, but that's pretty fast. Alright, that's cool. I like that. Okay, let's see. Now I need to get the skidder over here with this plow blade. Let's try to get this area kind of cleared off. Yeah, I guess I just need to plow off this whole area, but to move some machines around. Do it as we can. Now I think I'm gonna plow me a little skid road up this way. So I never can seem to remember where that turn is. Plus with these bushes and now grass growing up, it's hard to see where the stumps are. Trying to remember where I made. I see. Okay, I still see cut trees. Okay, so we're on the right path still. I went back in here a pretty good ways. All right, where'd that? Oh, it pushed it. I was like, where'd it go? I won't blade it all the way down there. We'll just come down here and pick up some trees and head on back. I want to get these trees out of the road. Well, I tell you, my subscriber count just continues to amaze me. Every time I log in, it seems like I've got at least 2 or 3 new subscribers. So I really appreciate all the new subscribers, and thanks for tuning in, hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 to get my videos monetized again. And once we do that, I'm gonna start doing some random giveaways of different things. It'll be a lot of fun, a lot of neat stuff, good stuff. It's not going to be just anything small. I mean, at some point I'm gonna start getting some revenue in, hoping to do some nice stuff, like nice video monitor or dual joysticks, just anything like that. However the funds work out, but hoping to do some nice giveaways at some point. And part of that'll be for upgrades to computers, and I've got to get me a new controller here pretty soon. This one I've had for about 3 or 4 years now, so it's getting to where it's not wanting to operate right. So I'm looking at getting me an Xbox style controller, and those things are about $50-60 bucks. So probably won't be getting that anytime soon, but definitely looking at that. So I guess now is as good a time as any. If you're watching this video right now and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, help me out by hitting that subscribe button, and let's get to 1,000 before the end of the year. And we'll see if we can't start doing some random giveaways here pretty soon. It's just as soon as I start getting some money in, It's going to take a little while. I mean, once I do get my videos monetized, I imagine it'll be at least several months before I'll have enough to get paid. YouTube doesn't pay you until you get to $100, and then it pays out. So I got to get there first. But I imagine with 1,000 subscribers, it shouldn't take too long. I mean, it took me, I don't know, I guess maybe a year and a half or something to get paid for the first time. And some of that wasn't all YouTube. I had some blogs that I was getting paid for, had some ads on it, but I can't go that way. Yeah, FDR put that blade just about right, because I mean it's high enough to get over stumps and stuff, but or at least the short ones, but it's just right. In some cases to push these trees up without having to lower that blade again. So that was really nice. Nice to see that. Trying to get those trees out of there without it slipping out. Alright everybody, well unfortunately that's about all the time I got for today. So when we come back next time, we'll try to get some more of these logs loaded up on this truck, and we'll throw these little tops on there, get that down to the mill and sold. And in the meantime, I'll try to get the wood chips thing working again. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Then next time we're going to do a bunch more cutting, because I need to get us some more. I think I cut a lane up this way, but just don't remember. It looks like I see some trees down. Yeah, there's a few there. I must have started going this way, then just didn't get finished. But we'll cut some more with this new FDR John Deere 909 buncher, the buncher head on there. But anyway, yeah, we'll get busy doing some stuff next time and try to get us a load out. But until then, thanks for watching. You'll have a good week, and we'll see you again on Wednesday.